The BS of A with Brian Sack.
Good evening and welcome to the BS of A. I'm Brian Sack. Texas Senator Ted Cruz has made headlines lately in his seemingly quixotic crusade to defund Obamacare. In doing so, he's earned the enmity of some old guard conservatives. Here to discuss Senator Cruz's efforts is Republican Texas State Senator Carl Harbaugh. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, Senator Cruz is out there fighting Obamacare and serving as a new voice for the party, but you claim to be the most conservative. So what is the true conservatives' take on Ted Cruz?
Well, even just on the Obamacare issue, you can see that Ted Cruz is a weak, conciliatory rhino, and when his number comes up, I'm going to primary his ass back to whatever hippie commune he wandered out of.
We're talking about Ted Cruz, the same Ted Cruz who's been out there filibustering and fighting Obamacare.
Yeah. Has he really been fighting? What did he do? One tiny little filibuster and threaten to shut down the government or whatever?
Yeah, sure.
Whatever. He's what I like to call a one lapel pin conservative. When Obamacare was originally sent to the president to sign, where was Ted Cruz then? He certainly wasn't disguised as a D.C. motorcycle policeman with a rockin' handlebar mustache, just as I would have been, just waiting to intercept the van with the bill in it and then whisk it away to an isolated alley where it could be destroyed by men with rocket launchers.
I mean, you realize it's not how bills get to the president's desk.
Yeah, but I'd love to do that. That's how they did that thing in Clear and Present Danger.
Oh.
Let me ask you something about this, though.
Okay.
Where's Senator Ted Cruz right now?
I imagine he's in Washington, D.C., right?
In Washington. Classic. That's no place for a true champion of small government. If elected, I'll show up to work every day. Show up every day to work on my shed, unlike these Marxists like Ted Cruz and Rand Paul.
I mean, you have to be in Washington if you're going to fight President Obama on health care or any other issues.
Please, we're calling Obamacare death care as long as Obama's in office, or death.
Oh.
Where's Ted Cruz on that? This President Obama thing. I hear everybody saying that. President Obama, Cruz and everybody else. What a bunch of quitters. Guess what? Barack Obama's not president.
What?
Okay. John Wayne's character from The Searchers is.
No, he isn't.
Look it up. John Wayne's character from The Searchers is the president of the United States.
That's not true, no.
This is the debate America should be having.
No, it isn't. Okay, I admire your principles and everything, but I mean, don't you think that Americans need to elect people to office who are going to represent them?
I couldn't disagree with you more, Brian. When I'm elected, I'm not going to Washington, ever. I'll be the phantom senator. You'll never see me until it's too late. Try and pass some gaudy new entitlement. Whoops, it got whisked away by a masked figure hanging from the ceiling.
Well, I mean, you can't do that if you do not go to Washington.
Aha, no, not really. If you leave a cape, a mask, a bag full of money, and very specific instructions on Charlie Rangel's desk, he'll do it.
Charlie Rangel. So you're willing to work across the aisle?
Huh?
You're willing to work across the aisle. You're Charlie Rangel, Harlem Democrat.
Oh, God.
What?
Somebody's got to take me out.
What?
Somebody's got to primary me out of the Senate. And the only one to do it is me.
We'll be right back.
I have the bona fides, Brian. I once filibustered my daughter's third grade graduation to protest Common Core.
Okay, they're coming up from the lobby. Now, we need to get them to come down. I can go up to 600, but no more than that. Otherwise, goodbye Christmas bonus.
Yeah, but I hear these guys are really tough.
I can handle him. I've been reading a bunch of books on negotiation techniques, so I've got all the tricks. Okay, here we go.
Janet, Steve.
Brad, we are very excited to do business with you. Now, we do feel that our initial offer was very fair, so we're hoping that... Oh my God, what is that?
What? Oh, this? It's just a power hickey.
A what?
You don't know? Oh, I guess while you're still dealing with your flashy scarves and, I guess we lowered the chair about an inch. I've been studying the master negotiating techniques of the most ruthless people in the world. Middle school girls.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, is it ridiculous? Or maybe you're just jealous that I go on more dates than you do because I'm cuter.
People think I'm cute.
Oh, do they? Then show me your hickeys.
Okay, I am an adult married woman. I don't need hickeys.
Oh, well, last night I took a girl to my dad's restaurant and I didn't have to pay because he owns it. And afterwards, I went to second base.
Whoa!
Okay, whatever. Look, we're not going to go above 500. What are you doing?
What?
Are you texting him?
No.
Are you texting him about me?
I know, right?
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, look, can we get back on target here?
Sure. Oh, guys, did you get the party invites?
Yeah, that was huge. Yeah.
What invites? What party?
Oh, Steve, I'm sorry. I didn't want to invite you guys because I don't want to make you feel jealous because your parents are poor.
Okay, we work at a Fortune 500 company. Our families are not poor.
I'll bring beer.
Okay, well, I suppose I could invite you if you raise your offer.
Yes, we gotta go to that party.
There's no party, Steve.
You don't know that.
There's going to be an awesome DJ, Steve.
Okay, for the final time, I am not going to.
Gary!
We still on for lunch?
Yeah, sure thing, Gary Bear.
How do you know Gary?
Oh, Gary's your ex-husband. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you still don't like him.
Of course, I don't still like him. We've been divorced for 3 years.
Oh, I mean, because I could skip lunch if you still like him, or if you raise your offer.
$650.
There's going to be an awesome bubble machine at the party, Steve.
$700.
All right, you got a deal. Nice dealing with you guys.
You know, that's a lot higher than I wanted to go, and it makes me feel sad. I guess I could feel better by sending this picture to all my BFFs at the Wall Street Journal.
You wouldn't.
I totally would.
600.
300.
500.
400.
Fine, 400. Whatever. Party's canceled, Steve.
Nobody cares about your stupid party.
Yeah. It would have been good, but
Steve.
that was amazing.
He may have read a book about being a middle school girl, but I was a middle school girl.
Welcome back. I'm joined today by 3 experts to discuss the issues of the day that are of interest to me. My first guest wanted to have a segment about teaching kids how to eat, but had to be on this panel instead. Please welcome Nutrition Corner Kevin. Hello.
Hey, thanks so much for having me. Glad to still be on here in some regard. You been eating your vegetables?
Yes, some?
How many beets you had today?
None?
None?
None.
Why don't you just put a gun in your mouth?
Okay. My next guest just woke up and is trying to catch up with everything. Please welcome Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Hey,
Well,
Brian.
Good morning, I guess, to you.
Yeah, I'm feeling really good.
Late night last night?
No.
No.
No. I just you know when your alarm goes off and then you just fall. Did that ever happen?
No, because I have kids, and if my alarm goes off, they'll wake me up.
Lucky guy.
All right, and my last guest is one of the great rock stars of all time, who I'm told has recently changed sides. Please welcome Al-Qaeda Bruce Springsteen.
Hey.
Bruce.
Hey, little Brian, how you doing? Good to be here on your show, Death to America.
Wow, that's a very different, Bruce Springsteen than I'm used to.
Well, I'm a different man now, Brian. Barack Obama.
That's Arabic with Barack
Yeah.
Obama at the end.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Well, I said, may blood rain upon your family, and may the heat of 1,000 suns burn every generation since all the dawn of time.
Okay, and what about the Barack Obama part? That seemed to be the end.
Oh, that's left over from when I was just sort of stumping for him.
Let's talk about filibusters. It's all the rage. All these politicians filibustering. Most recent, Ted Cruz filibustering to draw attention to their causes. Kevin, Nutrition Corner Kevin,
Yeah.
when you want to draw attention to something, I assume you can't filibuster. What do you do?
Well, with kids, they're so scattered, you really got to underline it. So I have a friend named Baggy.
Baggy.
Here's what happens. Who here likes artichoke?
I love artichoke.
Okay, cool. All right, good. You guys will kill you last. But kids hate artichokes. So first kid who raises his hand and says, I don't like artichokes, we get out Baggy. It's a body bag that I stole from behind the county medical examiners.
Okay.
And because as if they cremate somebody, then
They
you
throw
can't-
away
you
the
can't
body
cremate
bag.
the So we put the kid in the bag, totally dark, and I'm like, this is what death is like. It lasts a long time.
Wow.
Dark. Ask everybody in the class to be very quiet or to cry, because that's you sort of represent the family.
Mm-hmm.
And then you say like, oh, but vegetables live healthy, maybe live a little longer. If we let you out of the bag, would you try a little artichoke? And I tell you, a lot of kids opt for the artichoke, and if not, you leave them in there.
You bring it front and center, right in front of their faces.
Exactly. You show them the math, man. As you're
And they react to that in a positive, negative fashion?
I don't have a lot of long-term longitudinal study on it, but they all notice while it's happening.
You get invited back to schools a lot?
No, I go school to school a lot. I don't do a lot of repeat dates.
Jeff, good morning. You're back? You took a little nap? You got tired?
No, did not do that.
So what is it? I guess I'll ask you the question again.
Yeah.
What do you, when you want to draw attention to yourself? What do you do?
Well, this is interesting, Brian, because this like just happened to me. I was giving an address at a cupcake court. You ever been to? It's like a courtroom, but everyone's a cupcake. Is that it?
Did you just have a dream?
No.
Are you talking about a dream you just had?
I was at Cupcake Court.
You were at Cupcake Court?
I was trying to get everybody to listen to me. So
You were in a courtroom.
I frosted myself.
What was the judge?
The judge was it was one of those Oreo
German
cupcakes.
chocolate? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
You
The
were-
bailiff was a German chocolate.
The bailiff was a German chocolate
yeah.
I've been
cupcake.
here. I've been to this court.
You've been to the same
all right.
court?
So I'm
there's
not. He's there too. So
So there's an
that's the
actual
thing.
cupcake court. Kevin?
Yeah, I've been to Cupcake Court. I rear-ended a guy one time, and his wife was an eclair, and so yeah, I ended up in Cupcake Court.
I mean, a lot of sugar for you, probably not enough fiber.
Any sugar, and literally like you should just die.
You should die for eating sugar.
Just lie down and wait.
And you never got a kid's show, I guess. Is that,
No, and it's
you-
tough because I push harder, and I feel like I'm the one who gets results. And
Do you think it's the message, though, that if you do
Well, the
this,
message is
you
eat
should die?
vegetables.
What would you do to
Oh,
get
yeah.
attention?
To get attention?
When you need attention, what do you do?
Well, one,
Assuming you don't filibuster.
walk around with your wiener out of your pants. That's one.
Wow, okay.
Right? Immediately people be
Misdemeanor.
like, what's going on there, right?
Sure, yeah.
That's attention.
Yeah.
Write with lipstick on your forehead, I'm a butt.
Okay.
Yeah, people will be,
Yeah.
Or, another one, hijack a plane, fly it into a pizza place. That'll definitely get attention.
Absolutely.
Front page.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm working on.
Again?
Yeah, it's like a EP, extended play
Like a
version.
follow-up to a hit
The
single.
follow-up hit single, you know?
This week's Under the Table sponsor is Campbell's 24-Hour Towing and Recovery, a tow truck company owned by Richard Campbell that currently employs 3 generations of his family. Located in Hayden, Alabama, Campbell's offers a special $45 rate for local scheduled tows as well as long-distance car transport. Visit them on the web at campbells24hourtowing.com. We'll be right back. Have you guys ever been to Hayden, Alabama?
I was in Hayden, Alabama.
You were?
I
For what?
tried to convince everybody to eat palm fronds
Or
or die.
need anything towed?
What?
I can tow anything you need towed. I have access to a tow truck.
No, that's just a hook.
No, it's a whole tow truck. Check it out. Guys, bring it up.
Whoa, stop. What are you doing?
Well, I was just towing your desk as an example, but you can tow anything as long as the hook fits. Look. Take it away.
Great, perfect. Well thought out, thank you.
Obviously, you don't want to tow beverages. I mean, that's just common sense.
Right.
But you can tow everything else, like lamps. Okay.
Don't.
And even bends. Ow. Take them away.
And why do you have a tow hook?
Campbell's 24-hour towing. I mean, they're cheap and convenient, and they're in Hayden, Alabama.
Oh, good, that's perfect for me. The next time I'm driving in Alabama, I'll be sure to give them a call.
No, they're here too, thanks to this interdimensional portal.
Okay, so there's a tow truck on the other side of this portal in Alabama.
Exactly.
Okay, so if I were to walk through that portal, I would be in Alabama standing next to a Campbell's tow truck.
Yeah, but Fisher tried that already.
Okay, and?
He kind of fused with a Campbell's tow truck.
Matt Fisher
Yeah,
is half Fisher?
and half Campbell's tow truck from Alabama.
Howdy, y'all.
Oh, Matt.
I reckon someone here's gonna have to kill me because I can't go through life like this.
No, don't be ridiculous.
Now, he's got a good point. He can't write a script with his towing arm, and all his characters will now have to be half tow truck, and I can't imagine your wife's going to stick around.
Brian, shut up.
Jack, I appreciate Brian's honesty.
I mean, you can see why she would seek love elsewhere, right?
Yeah, thank you, sort of.
Let's look on the bright side of this. You, Matt, can lift a car.
Yeah, 24 hours a day.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of times when Brian talks, I just sort of zone out or check my phone. But today, he's right on the money.
Are you thinking of Leonard Skinner?
Whoa! The suggestion that just because I'm half Alabama tow truck company, that somehow means that I like Leonard Skinner, that's insulting.
To your easily offended New York half.
Right.
What about your Alabama half?
Boo!
Woo! Bring on the Skinner. Oh, God, you do need to die.
Campbell's Towing. Our name has 4 more vowels than Leonard Skinnerd. Campbell's 24hourtowing.com.
All right, it's that time of year again in New York City with temperatures getting brisk and my commute to the office taking twice as long. That can only mean the United Nations is back in session a mere 2 blocks from here. With that in mind, I sent our own Matt Fisher to Times Square to talk to folks about their impressions of the illustrious world body. Take it away, Matt.
Brian, the United Nations is coming back into session this week. People in Times Square could not be more excited. You may meet a diplomat. You may hear a discussion about different countries. People here are electric. The UN is back in session this week.
Okay.
Well done, UN. All right. Yeah, there you go.
Very good.
Oh, very good. Are you here for that?
Yes, absolutely.
Don't they have like a dress code? Just can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Who's going to come? What countries are in? What are out? Who's going to go over well with the judges?
Who's who?
Who Howard Stern is going to give the check mark to? I don't know. Where are you from?
Sweden.
No way. This is like a mini United Nations right here. I'm from the United States. We should not go to war. I don't know how the United Nations works. Thank you for coming here and spending money. If you see someone in a suit jacket and a jeans, you can just give them money. It really help our economy. But what do you think of the UN?
Big fan.
I think the UN's great.
Get people talking, dialogue, always good. Security Council, I think, needs a bit of a reshuffle of power.
There's always somebody ruining the Security Council. There's always like one.
Yeah, it tends to be Russia, I think.
I didn't want to say it. I mean, I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't want to offend our Russian viewer. Do you hear in the news about the goings-on at the UN at all?
And I'm not that into news, so it's all a bit too confusing.
It's all going to be news-based. Like, they're never going to cut an album or anything. Like, they're never going to release a video game. Is there anything internationally happening that you'd like to see the UN fix?
Some problem in Africa or...
Africa, get down there. We got daily flights, guys. We got 6 other continents we can fix too.
Oh, Syria.
Get in there. Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Guys, it's been there for hundreds of years, thousands of years. When are you going to get on it? Yeah, it's amazing. All that stuff happened in Syria and in America, at least. People are like, hey, we get fall television coming back. We can't. What about you personally? Like your personal life, your relationships, your home. Could the UN help there somehow? Peacekeepers come and regrout the bathroom or anything?
Probably not.
Probably not. Disputes with the landlord?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Do you live in a pile of rubble? They tend to show up there.
No.
You're outside their sort of circle of expertise, but still. Do you guys argue or anything like that? Things the United Nations can solve? When you fight, don't use chemical weapons, guys. That's the first. That's the first rule of a happy marriage.
Like, find me a nice husband.
Find a husband. There you go. The UN is like 8 blocks that way. There's a lot of dudes. A lot of them are married, but their wives are back in wherever.
Fix me up with a job.
Get a job?
Yeah, I also need a job.
Okay, also. You guys are gonna love America. We need jobs too. Needing a job is like the national pastime.
Yeah. I lost my backpack.
The global lost and found is at the UN. Another thing the United Nations does is they impose sanctions on people. They make trade difficult. They shut off trade to people. Is there anyone you'd like to impose sanctions on?
I'm thinking of our old roommate.
What'd the old roommate do?
Oh. She just decided to leave.
And where were you, United Nations? Screwing around in Kosovo. Like it makes a difference. Oh, Kosovo's great now. Time well spent. Well, there you have it, UN. There are 2 types of problems for you to solve this session. One, the deep systemic problems that have hounded mankind since the dawn of man. Poverty and war and hatred and stuff like that. And then also, a couple girls need jobs. So I don't know if there's like an intern program. Hop on it. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Matt. Okay, before we go, what is something you'd like, a pet cause of yours that you'd like the UN to not really address?
I have a farm stand in upstate New York, and the stadies have told me that I can't display a rotting human corpse on like a metal scaffold next to it.
No.
To remind people of the impermanence of life.
Wow.
And I think that's an unreasonable government intrusion.
Okay, wow.
And it's a waste having a body in the ground.
And where'd you find this
Who
body?
learns from a corpse in the ground? The worms.
But where'd you find this body?
Well, the farm stand is on the corner of a cemetery plot, so I just go out and.
Wow.
You will look for the untended grave because it's like
Nobody cares.
less chance that
Sure.
somebody's going to come by.
No family members. Jeff, what about you? What is a pet cause of yours that you'd like the UN to not really address?
Oh, Brian, I was thinking about this a lot last night, and I know it's I hate it, and I'm sure millions around the world is when your teeth turn to sand and you get sand teeth and you
Sand teeth.
and you get you know how they just kind of like dribble out of your mouth like sand. We got to stop. It has to stop.
Okay, we got to stop this epidemic of people's teeth turning to sand.
It's terrible.
Okay.
Because then you think, is it something I did?
Right.
Or is it something I didn't take care of?
Right.
In my life, like
And everything tastes gritty. Nothing's worse than
it's
sand.
grit.
Yeah.
And then like even if you try to eat something, you can't chew it, and then you're eating sand.
Yeah. Ugh.
That was your teeth.
Right.
Ugh. Bro, it has to end.
I hope
I
so.
want.
Really hope it does. Al Qaeda, Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
What's a cause of yours that you'd like to see the UN not address?
I'll tell you exactly what it is, Brian. There's a new album coming out.
Oh.
Lyrics. A couple of us got together in a mud hut.
Okay.
Waziristan. Bashir al-Assad. Saddam Hussein's younger brother.
Billy Hussein.
Billy Hussein.
Did you get Al Qaeda Alice Cooper?
We got Al Qaeda Alice Cooper.
Wow.
We cut together, I think, sweetest 16 tracks you've ever heard to get, Israel out of Palestine.
So it's like a "Do They Know It's Christmas" type thing.
Exactly, but instead it's like, do they know it's Eid?
Right. The
Right?
holiday. The holiday.
Yeah,
I
and
saw
then
the
we
stamp.
do it. We have another song. This is a good one. This is sort of a parody. Muhammad Atta, bum bum banana. Muhammad Atta, bum bum bum. That's like a tribute song.
What about Alice Cooper? Does he have any?
Oh,
His
yeah.
school's out for.
Ramadan lasts 1 month. Ramadan lasts 1 month.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for this week's BS of A. Join us next week for a brand new episode. You can like us on Facebook, love us on Twitter, share our videos on YouTube. I also want to point out that we are extremely excited to be part of an amazing live comedy show called Laughing at Glenn Beck, which is coming to Columbus, Ohio on November 1st and Tampa, Florida on November 2nd. 90 minutes of laughs starring me, my executive producer Jack Helmuth, Jeffy, and Stu I don't know. I'm not familiar with the guy, but I'm sure he's funny. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Buy tickets now at theblaze.com/comedy before they're all gone. Thank you and good night. You guys interested in coming?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be there. If I could just do 5 minutes ahead of time.
Of your vegetable stuff?
I have a thing that looks exactly like a severed head. For the purpose of this conversation, it's fake.
Okay.
And I can get everybody there eating whatever you want. Citrus is my new thing.
Which is ideal for a comedy show. You really want to start off with a severed head.
I have severed heads too if you need them.
Sure.
Woo! Bring on the Skinner.